Now a special presentation from WPRI 12. This is the CVS Health Downtown 5K Wrap.
For the 26th year, thousands of people came out to run, walk, and cheer.
From world-class athletes to families and friends, it was a day of excitement in Providence.
Hi, everyone. I'm Danielle North.
And I'm Patrick Little. Another CVS Health Downtown 5K is in the books with some incredible times for those elite athletes and inspirational efforts from people of all ages and abilities.
That's right, Patrick. Aside from the athletes, it was also a day for family fun with thousands of participants, including runners, walkers, and spectators. It's really an event that is something for everyone, and it brings the community together.
And once again, WPRI 12 and Fox Providence, proud media sponsors of the CVS Health Downtown 5K. After all these years, it's an event that continues to evolve with a course that is second to none. For 26 years now, the city of Providence has been the proud home of one of the premier road running races in the country, the CVS Health Downtown 5K.
It is part of Rhode Island's history, and it's now become an event that everybody in Rhode Island knows about, and it's open to everybody, from kids 1 year of age to people 99 years of age.
And by everyone, Charlie truly means that. This isn't just a race for the world's elite runners. They will be there, but so will thousands of other walkers, joggers, and runners.
Yeah, well, I consider this to be the largest family event in Rhode Island regarding physical fitness. We have like 21 kids races, and then we have a 5K for everybody, usually about 4,000 to 5,000 people in that race. And then finally we have the high school inspirational 3K run with about 1,500 high school kids that dress up and have a great time.
Since CVS Health became the title sponsor in 2000, this event has raised $1.5 million for charities across southern New England.
This is probably the best field we've ever had at the Downtown 5K. We've got some superb athletes. As they're running along South Water Street, they're going to get these fantastic views of the skyline of Providence, which that's important to us all because, let's face it, this is the CVS Health Downtown 5K, and what's Downtown 5K without seeing the skyline? And I'm also excited that our volunteers have all gotten back to me over the last few weeks. We are ready to go with this thing.
Such a great family event. It's easy to see why it's been around for as long as it has been.
Yeah, and it's an incredible opportunity to line up with some of the best runners in the world, too. Sports Director Yanni Caracas has more now on the main event.
Runners of all ages and abilities participate in the CVS Downtown 5K, but as to who could actually win this thing, Jim Harvey, the race announcer, has more on that. We'll begin on the women's side. Molly Huddle trying to make it 5 all-time, 4 in a row. The 5 would be a record at the CVS 5K. Talk about what she brings to the race in terms of a competitive field.
Well, Molly has had an absolute fantastic year. She set U.S. records both on road and track over 5K. She went to the World Championship in Beijing and finished in a fine 4th place. She's had a stellar year and been virtually unbeatable by a U.S. woman this year. It's a great matchup. The other big hitter on the women's side is Shalane Flanagan. You may remember Shalane has made 2 very valiant attempts to win the last 2 Boston Marathons.
And we should mention Molly Huddle lives and trains here in Rhode Island. Should she win this race, does she go down as the greatest runner in CVS 5K history?
Well, she will in CVS 5K history, yes, undoubtedly. I mean, she's already there to a great extent.
Now, Molly, of course, is living in Rhode Island. Emily Sisson goes to Providence College. She can bring a lot to this table coming off what she did with the Friars.
Yes, Emily is the reigning NCAA champion both indoors and out. She set a collegiate record indoors at Boston University in February. She ran 15:12.22 for the distance.
All right, let's talk about the men. Only 6 in 5K history have broken 13 minutes. 2 of them are in the field at the CVS 5K. Is this as deep as a field we've seen in recent memory?
It is indeed. It's a great field. Chris Zielinski, 2nd fastest ever U.S. athlete over 5K. Dathan Ritzenheim, 3rd fastest ever. Dathan's also a 2:07 marathon runner, which he ran in Chicago in 2012. It's a great battle between the two. They're joined by an interesting athlete, Sam Chalanga, and Sam is probably favourite for the race. He's the guy in form. They're joined by Diego Estrada, who's the defending champion. Right. He had a great win on the course last year, and it should be a good battle.
And similar to the women's side, there is some local interest to the men's field, if you could speak to that.
Yeah, local interest for the men's field comes from Dan Newling, who was 5th in the World Steeplechase Championship in Beijing, China. He's had a breakthrough year. He went to North Kingstown High for a couple of high school years. He's joined by Andrew Springer, who is a Georgetown grad, and he holds all the state high school records from mile to 2 miles.
So again, a quality crew of runners. As to who will win this thing, you'll have to just wait and see.
All right, thank you, Yanni. Looking forward to that.
And another big draw. It's the All Kids Can event, and this one is especially inspiring.
Children of all ages and abilities taking part. It's a great example of inclusion, with kids coming together and succeeding together. All the kids who participate get a T-shirt and a medal. On race day, I got a chance to catch up with one CVS Health executive about some other favorite events. Okay, so the 26th CVS Health Downtown 5K underway here with Eileen Howard-Boone from CVS. Another great day, another hugely successful event. Talk about why you folks partner up with this event every year.
Well, this is a wonderful community event. People young and old get out here, have a wonderful opportunity to see their little kids run and get to participate themselves. It's a great, healthy lifestyle.
All right, so over $1.5 million raised for local charities since you folks took over as the title sponsor back in the year 2000. More money raised this year, more great events added every year. What's your favorite event?
My favorite events, just bar none, are the kids' races. We go from 1 to 17. It's a wonderful opportunity to have parents go out there and cheer their kids on. It's very fun.
All right, congratulations on another successful event.
All right, thanks, Patrick. A little more than a year ago, CVS Health made a commitment to its customers and employees. You may remember they removed all tobacco products from their locations. And since then, they've seen a significant amount of people getting back into shape and feeling good about themselves. Will Gilbert joins us now with more on that.
The American Lung Association and CVS Health have teamed up for a healthy lifestyle.
For 100 years, the American Lung Association has been leading the fight against lung disease and for lung health. And we're well known for our fight against lung cancer and advocacy research, getting the latest for treatment for people with lung diseases. We were ecstatic a year ago when CVS made that decision to quit all tobacco products for sale in their stores nationwide.
But even with the best intentions, it can still be a challenge to quit.
At MinuteClinic, our Start to Stop Smoking Cessation and Counseling program helps smokers kick the habit. Studies show that when smokers pair up with a healthcare professional who can provide education, coaching, counseling, and support for nicotine dependence therapies, their chances of quitting are much greater.
Employees of CVS are feeling better and ready to run.
I succumbed to peer pressure as a teenager and started smoking cigarettes, and that behavior continued into college, and I went through a period of time with tremendous weight gain, and healthy activities really played an important role in getting me to turn around my health. I was able to get back into the gym. I've participated in the CVS Health Downtown 5K for the past 10 years, and we'll be running it this year with my family.
Jason knows that CVS Health fully supports him on the road to better health.
I can say my recommendation would be for those who do want to quit to find that healthy habit that they're passionate about.
CVS Health continues to be more and more committed every day to the health of their employees and their customers. I'm Will Gilbert.
Well, thank you. We have much more coming up on the CVS Health Downtown 5K wrap.
A lot of pride and a big title at stake as the runners take their mark. Race highlights straight ahead.
And then get to know a local organization that's introducing girls to running and self-confidence at an early age.
Back now with more of the CVS Health Downtown 5K wrap.
Left, right.
A tribute to our armed forces with this touching military procession before the start of the race. With thousands of employees across the country, many who work for CVS are veterans themselves, and that's why they created Valor. It's a resource group for veterans who proudly took part in the ceremony for all military personnel.
Certainly great to see that tribute. As we mentioned, this really is a day for people of all ages, including the kids.
You gotta check this out. Pat, you gotta see how cute these little ones are. Before the 5K, children ages 1 through 8th grade run and walk, competing against others within their age group.
It's fun to see them giving their best and someday working their way all the way up to that 5K perhaps. And speaking of the 5K, Danielle.
Now it's time for the main event. We're talking about those elite runners.
Yeah, the 5K drew talent from near and far, including well-known local runner Molly Huddle, vying for yet another title. Yanni Karakis now with more.
Once again, another world-class field for the 5K National Championship here in Providence. On the women's side, Molly Huddle, the prohibitive favorite after winning the last three. On the men's side, a stellar field of runners. Anyone could take this race.
When we're underway, I'm going to speak a little about the women's race, which has an exceptional field. We have the U.S. record holder for 5,000 meters, Molly Huddle, versus the U.S. 10,000 record holder, Shalane Flanagan. It's going to be a great race. They're joined by Emily Sisson, the reigning NCAA indoor and out 5,000 meter runner who resides here in Providence. They're joined by Kim Conley, a 2012 Olympian over 5K. Kim was second here in 2011. She had a breakthrough race and then went on to qualify at the Olympic trials for the London Olympics. There really is a vast reservoir of talent and experience in the lead pack. We have the second and third fastest US athletes ever over 5,000 meters, Chris Zielinski and Dathan Ritzenheim. Chris Zielinski had a banner year in 2010. He became the first non-African athlete to run sub-27 minutes for 10,000 meters. He followed it up a few weeks later with a great race at the DN Galan in Sweden and ran 12:55 for the 5K. Dathan Ritzenheim, three-time Olympian, Athens, Beijing and London. He raced 10K in Athens, marathon in Beijing and the 10K again in London. And he'll be bidding for a place on the team for next year's Rio Olympics, which would make his fourth Olympics. A lot of these guys in the field will be running the US Marathon Trial, which takes place in LA in February. And they're getting a little speed work under their belt, getting some pace and intensity back into the legs. And I think it's a fine approach for the marathon runners. So it is the 26th running of this race. We've had fine races over the years. Course record is 13:20 by Ismail Karui. He was world champion at the time, and he beat Khalid Kanuchi by a second that year in 13:20 for the course record. The women's course record, we had a world record in 2004. Elena Meyer of South Africa ran 15:10. That was equaled last year by Molly Huddle, and Molly has equaled Lynn Jennings' streak of 4 wins on this course. If she wins today, it'll be the 5th win. We have a local interest in the field, Dan Newling, who was 5th in the Beijing Olympics in the steeplechase, the first US finisher. He went to school in high school in Rhode Island at North Kingstown High, and he's there in the lead pack. He ran a sub-4-minute mile at the 5th Avenue Mile last year, and he's in really good shape. So Dathan Ritzenheim takes the turn. Is followed by Dan Newling and Sam Chalanga, Paul Chalimo, German Fernandez, Tyler Pennell, Brian Schrader. It's a good lead pack. It's starting to thin a little, so Dathan's up in the pace. It's stringing out now. Dathan has put the hammer down a little bit, and he's going to make strength count. So it's Dathan Ritzenheim from Dan Newling and Sam Chalanga. David Torrance moving up a little bit, trying to establish contact in 4th place. And tucked in there is Tyler Pennell in 4th and 5th. We're just coming up to 2 miles. The pace has picked up somewhat. They're going through 2 miles in 8:55. 8:55 through 2 miles. We are on South Water Street, running alongside the Providence River. We're on the east bank of the Providence River. We're about to cross the Crawford Street Bridge onto the west bank of the Providence River. And when we do at that point, there's about 1K to the finish line. Dathan Ritzenheim trying to whittle this field down. It's a war of attrition at this point. Ritz is pressing. He's got some separation. There's 4 guys clear. It looks like Sam Chalanga may be struggling a little. So it's Dathan Ritzenheim, David Torrance, Dan Newling, Tyler Pennell, and Sam Chalanga.
So Dathan Ritzenheim is led virtually from the gun. Dan Ewing drafting. David Torrance sitting in. Tyler Fennell running well. And these guys have separation. The winner's going to come out of these four. It's $7,000 for the winner. It's the first year we've had no open prize money. It's rolled into US prize money, so it is a good payday. As they make the turn on Francis Street, it's three athletes: Dathan Ritzenheim, David Thomas in the blue vest, and Dan Ewing. David Thomas moves wide. It looks like Ritz is beaten. He's going to be caught for pace, so it's Dan Ewing going for home. David Thomas going with him. Dan Ewing looking for a win on his home course. He'd love to win this in Rhode Island. So the three guys are battling it out. David Torrance put his head down on the hill, and they're fighting for the finish. There's about 100 meters coming in, and it's David Torrance opening up. He's the guy with the leg speed, that 1:45.800 pace showing. David Torrance is coming away from Dan Ewing. He's got great separation. So it's David Torrance goes into the finish from Dan Ewing, and it's 13:49. Dan Ewing second, Dathan Ritzenheim third. Sam Chalanga comes in fourth.
You know, you never know coming out with, I guess it's such a solid field, you know. You have all the top Americans running a 5K. I mean, we have sub 13-minute 5K runners in this field. So with that kind of caliber, you never know what's going to happen. So I just stayed competitive, and with 2 miles to go, and it was just 3 of us, I was like, I can win, I can win, I can win. You kind of told myself that. And yeah, it's made a hard move at the end and got the W. Thank you, Providence!
Molly's got some separation. Shalane is about 10 meters behind. Molly's got great experience on this course. She's storming into the finish, and Molly's coming in. She's going to win this. It's a great run. Shalane Flanagan is second, and it's a course record, I believe. It's around 15:05 for Molly Huddle. Shalane takes second.
Learning how to finish up that hill. I know it's 300 meters exactly, and the hilly part's only 200, so I kind of broke it down. My legs were buckling, but I still got it at the end.
And after winning 4 in a row, Molly Huddle is expected to be back here next year to make it 5 in a row, 6 all-time. David Torrance 1 for 1 in this race here in Providence. He should try to make it back-to-back this time next year. Patrick, Danielle, back to you.
All right, thanks, Gianni. Congratulations to the winners of this year's race.
And also congrats to the thousands of everyday Rhode Islanders who run and walk the course as well. Some of the top racers finished in a matter of minutes, but the 5K continues for about an hour while thousands of participants cross the finish line.
With such a long day, you may notice your phone battery going dead, but thanks to CVS and environmental efforts, spectators didn't need to worry about that this year.
This year we have a sustainability booth to educate runners about some of the efforts of today's event. And in addition, we actually have a solar juice bar, which is a cell phone recharging station powered by solar to educate runners and attendees of some of the alternate energy that we have today available. CVS is really committed to the environment, and we want to take it to the next level. So we saw a huge opportunity to impact the environmental footprint of this race, bringing that there's over 7,000 people here today.
That's very cool.
It is. Another thing that CVS focuses on, living a healthy lifestyle. And that's why this year they decided to team up with a local organization, Girls on the Run. And Michaela Johnson joins us now with more.
Show me what confident looks like. Ooh, I like it. Excellent. All right, let's start running.
Girls on the Run is a national nonprofit organization with a chapter right here in Rhode Island.
We are inspiring girls to be healthy, confident, and joyful.
All done through after-school programs.
The program is geared right now towards girls in the 3rd through 5th grade. And we have served over 850 girls over the past 4 years.
She's doing great. Nice. Good job. Group 5. Group 5. Strong girls. Good punch-ups. The girls will take part in 20 lessons over a 10-week period.
It's a lot of teamwork in the very beginning. They're building a sense of team camaraderie. But the program is really designed for the girls to focus on 3 different things: on themselves as individuals, as a team, and then focusing on how they see themselves in the world.
What do you like about running? Everything?
Yeah.
She likes breathing while she's running.
I keep running each day to get exercise.
What do you think about the girls that you run with?
They're very nice and they're kind to me.
Girls on the Run and CVS Health are a perfect match.
Our focus is health, people, community. That's what we're doing here in our program. That's what CVS is doing in our community.
Especially with the downtown 5K.
Girls on the Run is so much fun!
CVS Health has extended the offer for us to put together a complimentary team of Girls on the Run participants. So we're going to have some of our girls, their running buddies. We're going to have some staff there. We're thrilled. And when they cross that finish line, it's a really cool feeling to see how the program positively impacted them.
Girls on the Run is a great group with a wonderful message. They're always looking for girls to participate and for volunteers to help coach. I'm Michaela Johnson.
Still to come on the CVS Health Downtown 5K Wrap. The run was more than just a race. It was also a costume contest.
See what had these high school students saying, "Free Brady." Back now to the CVS Health Downtown 5K Wrap here on WPRI 12. People aren't just racing for first place or to beat their own personal best times. Tufts Health Plan sponsors an inspirational 3K race to get high schoolers involved.
Groups of students compete to win a $500 donation for their sports teams and phys ed activities. You see them in a variety of fun costumes, from Harry Potter characters to superheroes and more.
We asked the students to dress up in a theme, pick a theme, dress up, and then run the race in that costume. At Tufts, we believe that this is a real nice demonstration of what physical activity, starting at a young age at the high school level, really does to promote a lifetime of wellness.
All right, congratulations to this year's winners, East Greenwich Field Hockey and their Deflategate costumes. Some of them were dressed as football players holding signs that read, "Free Brady." They were definitely a fan favorite out on the course. Nice job, kids. Congratulations to all the teams that participated this year. They all add so much spirit to this great event.
And our coverage does not end here. You'll want to see all we have for you on WPRI.com.
That's right. You'll find race results from the CVS Health Downtown 5K.
We also have photo galleries capturing many different moments from race day as well.
And also you can watch extended video of the elite racers in the 5K.
Really like to thank you for joining us for this special tonight.
All right. Have a great night, everyone.